Here's what's coming up next on the Holo Movement Purpose Lab.
Hi, my name is Zenka Caro. I'm founder of LightNet, and my passion and purpose is to make the impossible possible. I am here today with William Arntz, who is a physicist, a filmmaker, and a consciousness explorer, best known for writing, producing, and directing the film, What the Bleep Do We Know? He started out really interested in physics. He ran software companies before merging his passions for quantum science and consciousness in this incredible film, which really is accredited with sparking a worldwide conversation around quantum physics, the power of belief, and consciousness itself and the nature of reality. He is really credited with this, bringing all of this conversation into the mainstream because it was a worldwide success, this film. It was translated in over 20 languages. And this is all after nobody really wanted to touch the film. They said, well, this is great, but he knew, however, that the world was waiting for his film because he had a knowing ahead of time that this was going to happen. And he was able to find the way to this reality. Check it out.
Yeah, so we got What the Bleep done, and of course we showed it to distributors, and I was all psyched, and they saw it, and afterwards they were like, well, there's nothing we can do. And we said, well, did you like it? Yeah, it was a really good film, but no one's going to want to see it. Well, would you go to see it? Well, yeah, it's a good film, but no one's going to come see it. So no distributor would touch it. So at that point, it's like, well, I guess we're going to distribute it. So what we did was we started playing it, of course, in Yelm, which is where the Ramtha School was. And so we knew people would show up for that. And after about a month of it being sold out, we then called the theater that's in the movie in Portland and said, hey, why don't you show the film there? And the guys, same thing, look, I've been in the movie business for whatever, and no one's going to come see this film. No one's going to come see it. And so another week goes by, and then Betsy calls him up and gets the same thing. And she goes, well, it's been standing room only for a month up here in Yelm. He goes, I don't believe it. She goes, well, I can have the guy call the manager. Have him call me, whatever. Calls him up, and then the guy from the Baghdad theater was called. Finally calls back and says, well, yeah, I talked to him, and look, we'll give you 1 weekend. We'll give you 1 weekend, and if it's not sold out, that's it. We're like, okay, fine. Then we go to all the yoga stores, all the yoga places, and all the health food stores, and all the stuff. We leave all the flyers. Then we did what I called seed screenings. We would get influential people and have a little shunga. So it finally opens in Baghdad, or in the Baghdad. There's a line around the block. It was sold out Friday night. It was sold out Saturday night. It was sold out Sunday night. And then we call the guy up, the manager. He goes, I always knew it was going to do good. So, but that's, the movie business. And it played there for like 3 months then. And again, and then part of my strategy was that I said, it's like a fire. You don't want to expand it too quickly. So we're going to do it there. We're going to let it bake there for about a month, and then we're going to move it outside more to the suburbs and do that. And then once we get success there. And so we started doing this, and we were doing really well. Meanwhile, that movie, Super Size Me, came out. And Super Size Me, they got all this PR. The guy was on talk shows, everything, and we couldn't get a bit of PR. No one would touch the movie. And so it was playing up in Seattle, and they were playing in a movie at the same time. And they got half the movie filled up, and we sold out every time. So their distributor calls us up and says, we've been kind of watching you guys, and we're not quite sure what you're doing, but whatever you're doing, it's working. So are you interested in having a distributor? So, and this is like 3 or 4 months into the thing of being out there, we said, yeah. So then we talked to them, we did this whole thing, and then eventually they picked us up, and then it played in, there was one weekend, I think we were in 100 theaters around the country, and did a $12 million domestic box office. I mean, for that film, and everyone, the whole time, people called it the critic-proof film, because we always got bad reviews. Always got bad reviews. Yeah, and then the global, and global, I mean, we did another additional like 10 million box office outside, and then of course much more. It just got pirated everywhere. So I mean, everywhere. It was even playing in China. Apparently, people were playing it. So yeah, it got around. But again, it was the same thing. I mean, all the distributors said, there's no way, no one's going to see this. And we're like, okay, all right.
If this episode sparked something inside of you, consider joining a Holo Movement Purpose Lab team starting this September. The world needs you to bring something that only you can, and you weren't meant to figure this out alone. Join us. For more, watch the full episode, which will be aired on Monday. Or you can find this story on our podcast, Awaken Your Purpose. To find your passion and purpose, join us at holomovement.net/